A girl was caught stealing by the shop owner. Instead of being afraid, she threatened him, "Tonight I'll kill you." She wasn't lying, because today was the country's official Purge Day. On this day, anyone could kill without facing legal punishment. The government had established Purge Day to reduce overpopulation and ease the rising unemployment crisis. The day before, people would rush home, workplaces would shut down, and at night, gangs of criminals would roam the streets, slaughtering in the name of social cleansing. Before the purge began, the government broadcasted safety warnings. During this time, police, fire, and medical services would all be suspended. The wealthy fortified their homes with advanced defense systems, turning them into fortresses. The poor could only lock their doors and pray they wouldn't be targeted. Even government officials, including the president, weren't safe, so the president would be hidden in a heavily guarded safe house, protected by security teams, snipers, bodyguards, and reinforced steel barriers. When the sirens sounded, the purge officially began. Inside the president's safe house, everything seemed calm, but outside was chaos, brutal, bloody, and unrestrained. Jack, the shop owner threatened earlier, hid on the rooftop with weapons. Soon his employee Tom joined him. In the distance, a flashy car pulled up, and several bloodied girls stepped out with weapons. Their leader removed her mask. It was Anna, the same girl who had stolen from him earlier. Jack fired a warning shot, but Anna was undeterred. Tom's bullet grazed her ear, forcing the group to retreat for reinforcements. Meanwhile, in the president's safe house, two bodyguards exchanged a glance. One kept watch, while the other rewound the surveillance feed by an hour and secretly sent a message. Mike, another guard, didn't realize his colleagues had betrayed them. Soon, the outer guards were killed, and armed men stormed the safe house. With insiders helping, they advanced quickly. Mike noticed the surveillance timestamp was wrong. When he reset it, he saw the guards were all dead. He immediately led the president to a hidden escape hatch and guided her into a tunnel. They jumped out through a window just as the attackers stormed the upper floor, only to find the president gone. The attackers' commander removed his mask. It was a Marine officer. Speaking into a radio, he reported the situation. Whoever wanted the president dead clearly had powerful backers. Moments later, a Marine spotted the president's silhouette and opened fire. Mike shielded her, taking a bullet himself. Wounded, he triggered a remote bomb that destroyed the safe house, killing the traitors and several Marines. On the dangerous streets, Mike and the president tried to slip through the chaos but fell into a trap. Masked assailants ambushed them, knocking them unconscious. When they awoke, they were surrounded by armed figures. Just as the killers moved in, Jack and Tom arrived, rescuing them and taking them to the department store to hide. After securing the building, Mike thanked the two men. But soon, more trouble appeared. Anna returned with reinforcements, wielding a chainsaw and preparing to burn down the store. Mike, Jack, and Tom braced for a fight, but suddenly, a car rammed into Anna. Out stepped Lisa, Jack's friend, who swiftly finished off the attackers. Together, they fled in Lisa's car, heading to an underground emergency center. On the way, however, a military helicopter attacked. They hid under an overpass, where Mike extracted the bullet from his body. Inside was a tracker, explaining how the helicopter had found them. A group of armed men surrounded them, but when Jack whistled, they stopped. It was a gang's recognition signal. They were allies. These gang members needed medical help, and Mike struck a deal. The ground troops, tracking the bullet's signal, arrived but found only the discarded slug. The gang then ambushed them, buying time for Mike's group to reach the underground medical center. The president met the center's leader, who, like her, opposed Purge Day. In fact, it was her opposition to the purge that had made her a target. But soon they learned that a large military force was converging on the location. Mike had no choice but to take the president and flee again. Along the way, they nearly fell into another trap but escaped. As they drove out of the city, an armored vehicle rammed their car. The president was captured. Mike couldn't save her alone. Jack, Tom, and Lisa vowed to help. They rallied the medical center's leader and a small strike team. Meanwhile, at a lavish event attended by wealthy purge supporters, government officials gave speeches. Suddenly, the president was dragged on stage, the cloth covering her head ripped away. To her shock, the mastermind was revealed. It was her own deputy. He intended to kill her publicly to win the favor of the elite. At that moment, Mike and his team stormed in. Tom fired first, igniting a firefight with guards. Though reinforcements rushed in, the resistance fighters struck from behind, turning the battle. In the end, they rescued the president and captured the traitorous deputy. Months later, Purge Day was officially abolished.